And I'm gonna do the one for tomorrow as well. If I'm totally honest with myself, I always remember the time from when I was 9, but I remember now. I remember before then, and I remember when my aunt and uncle would come in town. I distinctly have this one memory playing over in my head of my cousin bothering me, touching me inappropriately when I was like probably like 5 or 6. Maybe even before then. I'm not sure how old I was. But I remember I had to be at least between 6 and, well, between 5 and 8. I'm not sure, because I remember where we lived, and we lived in a certain place. And so sometimes, like, because you've been molested, you suppress things or you repress it. And I can't quite remember the distinction between them, but you choose to block stuff out, and it's our mind. God is awesome because he created us and created our minds to be such powerful things, that to the point that our minds can block out bad things and create basically a wall in our memory so that we don't remember that thing, so that we can continue existing, continue living, and continue processing. And of course, I've learned the spiritual aspect of it is that when people violate us and do things to us against our will, we in turn become vulnerable to a demonic attack, because incest is a product of demonic attack. It makes you question your sexuality. It makes you question who you are. It makes you question your family, every single thing about you, whether your parents loved you, and why would they allow something like that to happen to you. I've since learned so much, and I have to thank God for giving me wisdom and insight and understanding, because, you know, I was so angry for so long, so bitter, and it just really impacted how I saw everything. And to this day, I have to thank God because he gave me the courage to forgive my cousin. I forgave him back in 2008, 2008, before I had my transplant. And then I had to forgive him again because one of our cousins died, and he came up to me after the funeral. And I don't hate him. I don't hate him or anything like that. And I recognize too, just like, our parents can only do what they can only do as best as they can, given the resources they have. And so, a lot of times people want to be bitter for their childhoods and the things that they didn't get, but you have to understand that your parents can only do what they can with the tools and the resources that they have. Likewise, I honestly believe something happened to him, or he saw something, or whatever the case may be. And that's how I came to have peace with it, because I don't believe any person would just would willingly do something like that knowing that it's wrong. And for a long time I was really angry with him, and then I was angry with his parents for not doing something about it, when I've since found out that he had a problem, and he had been doing that before with other cousins and stuff like that. And so I just have to thank God for peace now, because I think don't bother me anymore. I love who I am, and if anything, I want other people to be healed and whole regardless of what their wound is. I want to make sure it doesn't happen to my nieces. I want to make sure it doesn't happen to my goddaughters and my friends' children. I just want to make sure that nobody else has to go through this and they feel like it's them, that they feel like it's their fault. We see so much stuff on social media that makes us, we have so much information, I should say. And so, when God pressed my heart to do this 3 years ago, I wasn't ready. I wasn't healed yet. And so now I'm in a place that I can do this, and I don't care who sees it or how it makes a person feel, because a lot of times people are in denial about it. People choose not to acknowledge what they've gone through. People choose to not acknowledge what they've done. And I don't want anybody to be bound anymore. I don't want anybody to be hurting anymore. A lot of times what happens, like I said, people who offend, who molest or sexually assault or rape have either experienced it themselves or saw it. And so it creates a cycle. And I wanted to be sure. I prayed when I was in college incessantly about this thing and about other things. And I just want to make sure that it stops here with me. I want to make sure that, like I said, any little girl that's attached to me does not go through this. So I hope that my sharing these things with you will open up your eyes to see whatever it is that's going on within you. Bye.